class of 2019 for Towers High School.
for the presentation of colors and the singing of the national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the Welcome, parents, friends, and soon-to-be Towers alumni. My name is Deidre Arthur. I would like to take a moment to congratulate the class of 2019. When I say 20, you say 19, 20. Ahead of us stands life. Kerry Washington once said, "Your life is your story, and the adventure ahead of you is the journey to fulfill your own purpose and potential." Today is more than a day to celebrate with your family, friends, and classmates. It is more than just a completion of high school. For today, we gather to mark an important milestone in our path. So I urge you to go and find your passion and never give up on it. Be courageous, have faith, and change the world, not because you have to, but because you can. Step out of your comfort zone, because no one ever left a legacy by being comfortable. Young ladies, I want you to know that you don't have to work for the company. Instead, you can own the company. Period. Young men, I charge you with blazing a trail of excellence which others can follow. Be a beacon of light and be confident in who you are and everything that you do, because ahead stands endless opportunities. Finally, parents, grandparents, and others who helped us along the way, we would like to thank you for your dedication and commitment to us. Please stand so you can be recognized. On behalf of our principal, Lakeisha Griffin, and the entire Towers High School faculty and staff, we would like to welcome you to our graduation ceremony. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished members of the audience, and friends of Towers High School. Thank you for the warm reception you have given to this highly talented and distinguished graduating class. It is a pleasure to have you with us this morning as we recognize the accomplishments of these wonderful young adults. This day, I want our students to know that we will honor them with our applause at the appropriate times. For this day does not belong to me, and I won't shout, yell, or whistle, but I will honor our graduates with applause. Let me also take this opportunity to also request that you turn off your cellular telephones or other devices that may interrupt the program. The music that we will hear should be the sounds of our seniors as they celebrate this momentous occasion. Now, I know that I may depend on each of you to help make this a special event for all of our students. Thank you so very much for your cooperation, and we hope that you enjoy our commencement program on today. At this time, I would like to also have the honor of introducing some important people who have worked extremely hard to make this day a reality. It is indeed a pleasure to recognize members of our executive cabinet, our regional superintendent, Mrs. Pamela Benford, as well as our board chair, Dr. Michael Irwin. Please welcome them with a round of applause. Please also allow me to introduce the members of the Towers High School administrative team. I ask that you hold your applause until all have been introduced. Colleagues, please stand as your name is called and remain standing until everyone has been introduced. Mr. Rodney Jordan, Mr. Rodericus Rogers, and Mrs. Sims. Please recognize these outstanding educators at this time. Thank you. You may be seated. And finally, to the hardest working group of educators in DeKalb County, the members of the faculty and staff of Towers High School, please stand. Thank you. As I prepare to take my seat, I would like to close with a very few brief words. I would like to talk very briefly about the power of resilience. As I look upon this graduating class, one word resounds: resilience. By definition, resilient means the ability to withstand or recover quickly from difficult situation. Class of 2019, you all are resilient. You, my first graduating class, exemplify resiliency in both thought and action. You see, each of you have weathered storms that have grounded many others, but you, each and every one of you, continue to captivate and even motivate your boldest critics. While some may have counted you out without giving you the benefit of the doubt, you have always pushed forward. While others have attempted to use your who against you, again, you continue to prevail. While most doubted the bounce back of the Titan, you have shown them over and over again, tried and true, You have made your way. Against odds, seen and unseen, you have never been quick to boast, yet you have pressed on. And on today, your resiliency is rewarded. As you begin the next journey of your life, please keep in mind that you are the only thing that stands in your way. And at any time, you are the only thing and the only obstacle that needs to be removed. As you exit Towers High School and enter into the world, I bid you a great, great farewell, and we wish you the best. And as always and forever, I am Towers, you are Towers, and together we are Towers. Have a great day.
Ladies and gentlemen, families, friends, and most importantly, graduates, I thank each of you for being here today. I'd also like to thank those who are unable to be here this morning due to various reasons, but are watching through the live stream. A special thank you also goes out to individuals like Mr. Elenakoff, Ms. Carter, Ms. Moore, Mr. Kane, Ms. Pinkston, Ms. Harris, Ms. Kemp, Ms. Cooper, the administrative team, Ms. Pruitt, along with the entire counseling department, and all those who in one way or another has helped me through these past 4 years. Last but not least, I'd like to offer a special thank you to my mother, who has chosen to put my education before her own comfort and at times before her own happiness. Mom, you have given up so much to see your children succeed, and I cannot begin to thank you enough for the love, sacrifices, and tears that you have given. Class, I am humbled to stand before you as the 2019 Towers High School Salutatorian. I migrated to the United States of America from Guyana, South America, on September 15, 2015. I didn't quite know what to expect other than what I saw on television, and frankly, TV lied. For some reason, my 14-year-old self expected American schools to have music playing over the intercoms and students who constantly broke out into song. But from what I was told of America, it was a land of opportunities. If I applied myself and studied hard, I would reap good things. Today, I stand here with the other graduates as a testimony that hard work and determination reap positive rewards. There were times, I know, when obstacles stood in our way and we wanted to give up. There were times we were afraid to watch the news because it seemed that the world beyond Towers High School and our family homes were too harsh for us to dream of a brighter future, but we didn't stop. We kept on going, and today, here we are, conquerors, each and every one of us. For the parents who stood at our side and wouldn't let us fall, to the teachers who worked tirelessly by our side and dreamed along with us, to the superintendent and staff of DeKalb County, who we may not see every day, but have felt the positive impact of their efforts to provide us with the education necessary to make us marketable in a competitive workforce. To the janitors that kept our school clean, and each staff that made our life easier, we thank you. Finally, I'd like to thank my Creator, in whom all things are possible, for blessing me to realize my dreams. As we close this chapter of our lives, I hope together we can take a moment, reminisce on all the memories made, all the tears that have been shed, and all the stressing over classes like AP Calculus. We, the graduates, are about to step into a cruel and unforgiving world, one that tells us that we cannot succeed based on where we come from, the mistakes we've made, our family backgrounds, or simply the color of our skin. But as the world tries to break us down, I encourage each of you, including myself, to take the very stones and bricks that they throw at us and build our empires with them. Remember who you are and whose you are. We are conquerors, each and every one of us, and we cannot allow a dark world and harsh society to tell us that we are any less powerful or magnificent than we are. Whether your path leads you to college, the military, the immediate workforce, or to travel, take all that you have learned here. Take every experience and the lessons that we have been taught and grow from it. Class of 2019, I congratulate each of you in all your successes thus far. I know that with determination, we can overcome whatsoever life throws at us. Thank you.
It's on? Okay, cool. Good morning. And many thanks to family, friends, and esteemed guests that attended this special occasion. Today marks the end of a long journey and the beginning of a new one. I am honored to speak as a leading proceeding for the class of 2019. Throughout these 4 years of my high school career, my trials and tribulations have transpired, but with the help of my fellow classmates, my dream for tremendous success has become a reality. My path towards success has been ultimately challenging. At the beginning of my freshman year, AP was a new concept that I did not want to consider in my vocabulary. Mr. Neely's AP Human Geography class was not my norm, but I was able to persevere. That same year, I explored the athletic aspect of my high school experience by running cross country. Not only did it keep me in good shape, but Mr. Kane was able to teach me how to endure and sustain. My sophomore year allowed me to discover my capabilities as a scholar. My goal was to aim for anything above a B and stay persistent in all of my classes. Ms. Scott Robinson World History class would be very strenuous, but I was able to receive the grade I wanted through her countless efforts to help me. Ms. Quarterman's chorus class was a great opportunity to explore my potentials as an artist. Things towards the end of my sophomore year started to go south. My parents were at the peak of their marriage, decided to split and go their separate ways. This was extremely difficult because it was not my average norm to see only one parent in the household, let alone the struggles of a ton. My other siblings all shared the same sad emotions, but I had to step up and be the role model that they needed. I was able to make it through this ordeal because of my Bible study group, which was led by Mr. Ellis. He really helped me process and find my purpose. My junior year was a time when I was able to be the leader that everyone, including my family, deemed so worthy. Mr. Brasher's U.S. History class enhanced my presentation and comprehension skills by 1,000. Ms. Savage's literature class allowed me to be a proficient writer and a savage at the same time. Everybody loved Mr. Mendone's French lessons and songs that we would do. Anytime someone would do something ignorant, he would say, "You think you funny, Zimbabwe?" But he did it out of care of his students. Upper Bound has given me outlets to collegiate resources, college visits, and my lovely, exquisite crew. When I was chosen to be a junior marshal, I was set on the path to my ultimate goal, being the valedictorian. My senior year was my year to show everyone how much I progressed. Immediately, I started my dual enrollment classes at Georgia Piedmont Technical College. Ms. Mashburn and Ms. Alexander Thomason was able to help me master my writing techniques. Any of my colleagues that took Ms. Hare's AP Calculus class knew it was a pain to you, me, and the whole community. The class made us endure a lot of emotions, only to make us stronger. Mr. Roger knows this firsthand. It has been an honor to see the Technology Student Association advance so much, for we have placed in our competitions for the first time in the history of Towers High School. We will be advancing to nationals this summer. I would like to thank Mr. Leslie for allowing me to lead such an amazing group of individuals. I would also like to thank Ms. Smith, who was my first TSA advisor, for allowing me to gain this opportunity. The Towers Scholars of Excellence and Project Manhood has shaped me to be a great leader and a young scholar with purpose. I was honored to be part of the track team and to see our growth as athletes. Coach Horn and Coach Gordon made us endure so much, but the pain was only temporary. I am proud to announce that I will be attending Trinity College in the fall with a full ride scholarship. This would not have been possible without Mr. and Lenikov's college AIM sessions. The accomplishments I have made led me to the ultimate achievement of being the valedictorian. This would not be possible without the guidance of my friends and my family. My mother, she has sacrificed so much to ensure that I was secure. From the multiple Uber rides to work, to the late nights with endless cherishable conversations, she has been there through thick and thin. I want to also recognize my father and my other father figure, like Mr. Mike, for their support. I give the ultimate glory, honor, and praise to God Himself for giving me a chance at life for the last 12 years to seize opportunities that were ordained just for me. To the class of 2019, it has truly been an honor to be the role model and successor that you have graciously seen for the last 4 years. The fireworks begin today. Each diploma is a lighted match, and each of us is a fuse. Congratulations to the tremendous success of the graduating class of 2019. Everything we do is done with excellence because that is the Titan way. Thank you.
Representing the faculty, staff, and administration of Towers High School, I am pleased to present the graduating class of 2019. This class consists of approximately 164 students who have collectively accomplished the following academically. 24% of our graduates are eligible for the Hope Scholarship. 39% of our graduates will attend a 2- or 4-year college or university, with another 6% of this graduating class going on to the military. The 2019 graduating class of Towers High School has amassed over $2,672,316 in scholarships. At this time, I certify that the class of 2019 at Towers High School have completed the requirements for graduation as established by Advanced Ed, the State Board of Education, the Georgia Accrediting Commission, and the DeKalb County Board of Education. Therefore, Mr. Board Chair, I request the release of the diplomas and certificates.
Thank you, Principal Griffith. Good morning, family, parents, guardians, friends, and class of 2019. On the base, go ahead. On the basis of your certification, I accept your recommendation. The academic achievements of this class meets the course requirements as established by Advanced Ed, the Georgia Board of Education, the Georgia Accrediting Commission, and the DeKalb County Board of Education. As a representative of the DeKalb County Board of Education, I authorize the release and presentation of diplomas and certificates to the class of 2019 at Towers High School. Congratulations.
DeKalb County School District, Towers High School, family, friends, graduates, the wait is over. Dion Kelly. Balika Martins. Maya Anderson. Sadidra Arthur. Yadasi Barton. Destiny Cash. Sakaya Hall. Jelena Harriet. Julie Nellie Malo. Haiti Martinez Perez. Deandre Nunnally. Ashanti Plant. Reagan Roden. Takia C. Alana Thomas. Ajawe Wharton. Shahida Watkins. Dijon Afi. Armani Allen. Makai Armstead. Miracle Arnold. Takiria Bell. Trevon Bell. Quantavius Bloodsaw. Emmanuel Ishmael. William Booker. Samaya Boykin. Zarius Brown. Millennia Bryant. Twee Boy. Sharday Bullock. Tariana Bush. Willie Calhoun. Monique Cameron. Asia Cannon. Marielle Cartagena. Desiree Cash. Stay. Raya Colbert. Camille Crane. Conrad Crawford. Kamaya Crowder. Catalina Cortez. Taria Daly. Romeo Daniels. Dexter Darden. Mariando Edwards. Tiana Edwards. Tiani Favors. Aaron Fain. Adrian Ferguson. Saul Figueroa. Kevin Fisher. Danielle Fitzgerald. Stay right there. Travion Foster. Elnaya Garrett. Aaliyah Graham. Antonio Griggs. Anijah Hall. Davion Hall. Joshua Harden. Emmanuel Hardy. Ariane Harris. Carla Harris. Kaylin Harris. Shabanan Harsham. Michaela Haven. Ariana Hurd. Ashley Hurd. Eldriana Henderson. Alex Hernandez. Shani Huntington. Imani Ivy. Rodriguez James. Kendarius Jeffries. Monquavius Jenkins. Charshana Johnson. Sierra Crystal Johnson. Sierra Scott Johnson. Deontay Johnson. Jamal Jamarius Johnson Jr. Kaylin Johnson. Quentin Johnson. Terrence Johnson. Brianna Johnson Groves. Quentin Jones. Alexius Joseph. Ricky Kelly. DeAndre Langford. Tania Lawson. Danny Lindley. Hakeem Linton. Ebony Lockett. Charles Logan. Shambell Logan. Jada Lovelace. Ku Lu. She almost left her diploma. Jacier Madero Hernandez. Tabria Marshall. Keontae McDowell. Ethan McKelvey. Erica McNeil. Anaya Millier. Shaquila Mickens. Make sure y'all stop for your picture, okay? Corey Moore. Nikita Moore. Kwali Murray. Donatha Mutoni. Karis Nelson. Tavares Nelson. Awin Noor. Michael Nichols. Deja Peters. Jalen Proctor. Jada Reese. Jamaria Rivers. Shantae Rivers. Decoya Roach. Tierra Rogers. Taria Rucker. David Sanders. Denzel Simmons. Breon Sloan. Deshaun Smith. Diamond Spruill. Jarrell Stoney. Keon Taylor. Michael Taylor. Mary Team. Elijah Thomas. Kiwantas Thomas. Quatez Thompson. Caleb Thornton. Jessica Tinch. Devon Tom. Tracy Ton. Quintesia Trice. Make sure you stop. Shanorian Tucker. Oh, yeah. Jonathan Underwood. Jermaine Walker. Bobby Watts. Alasia Weathers. Kason Webb. Kellis Weeks Smith. Brandon Campbell. Jalen Dixon. Renee Weir. Jordan West. Shania Wilburn. Brittany Williams. Evelise Williams. Elijah Willis. Deshaun Wilson. Tiffany Wilson. Cameron Wingfield. Jakaya Wise. Tiana Woods. Jarquise Worthy. Karamo Wright. Ladies and gentlemen, Towers High School presents the class of 2019.
printed another one.
This is it.
This is it? Okay.
And then Asia's right behind.
Good morning. Parents, teachers, admin, and the graduating class of 2019. I would like to start by commending you all on this completion of this chapter of your life, but also welcome you to the beginning of your dreams. This is not only a celebration of completion, but a celebration of a rebirth. When the cheers stop and the celebration ends, many of us will think to ourselves, what now? My question to you all on today is, how will you make a difference? How will you differentiate between being alive and living? As you go on into this world, you have one choice: to live your life with a purpose, or to be another individual wishing they made an impact before it was too late. I want you all to break away from your comfort zone, for comfortability is the disease of the unsuccessful. Please dream big and bring your dreams into a reality. You will make mistakes along the way. Your ideas will be questioned and overlooked, but what is a great success story without a few trials and tribulations? Don't let the opinions of others drown out the voice of your dreams. Think of your life as a crock pot and your success as the dish. You must allow your success to marinate in order to fully achieve its greatness. Never rush your journey, but stay committed. Make a change within your community. Inspire someone to motivate another. I challenge you all to a race of success where we may have obstacles and road stops, where we may lose sight of one another, but everyone is not destined to take your route. You will start with many, but end with a few. Separation and isolation may be what you need, for the people around you may still be contaminated with the impurities of greatness. Take a deep breath, for it is now your turn to grab the baton of faith and perseverance. You may start your race, and may the marathon continue.
Congratulations, class of 2019. We work hard to be what we are today. Our future is bright and your new chapter starts now. Class of 2019, you may turn your tassel.
May you please stand for the singing of the Alma Mater. May we always boast as we sing a toast to maroon and white evermore. We will forge ahead and it will be said, towers high moves on to score. So let's do our part with our hands and hearts and give our best a try. We will always boast our Titans with a hail to towers high. Congratulations.
Thank you for attending our graduation ceremony. Please remain standing until all graduates have left the auditorium. We ask for your cooperation by exiting through the doors to your right. Please follow the directions of the ushers as you proceed to the West Plaza to greet your graduates. On behalf of the DeKalb County School District Board of Education and our Superintendent, Dr. R. Stephen Green, we thank you for your support and congratulate you and your graduate on achieving this significant milestone.